Hello everyone, welcome back to the Talos Principle. In the beginning, today we have more puzzles to go through. And you know what? We actually have some logs, audio logs to look at. That's right, we ended up last time looking at this. Random file loaded again, priority medium. The bug of eternal recurrence is back. Another random file loaded. This time the integration manager parsed it as a story element and turned it into a sort of audio log. Makes sense, I guess. I'm trying to figure it out, but there are a lot of things that need to be fixed first. Yep, they never got around to this one.
Okay, this is a test file.
Yes, yes.
Testing, there we go. Wait, we're gonna make humanoid robots to continue our legacy, but we can't make sound drivers work. Testing. Hello! Hi, it's me, the dead guy from the distant past. How's it going? If you are finding this file, you are probably wondering what I'm doing. Well, my robot friends, I've just finished setting up a 100 zettabyte backup system that contains the sum total of all human knowledge. But apparently, that knowledge doesn't include how to make this microphone work. There's a PDF file here somewhere. Wait, hold on. It's showing waveform. But why? Frank, you unplugged the speakers again. I'm gonna kill you before this virus does. Seriously.
We got him. That voice, that sounded a little bit different. Maybe it's the mentioned microphone quality, but it did sound a little bit different, but it did sound kind of the same. Is that the same voice actor? I think it was. We got him. Won't fix. That's your cat on the keyboard again. I like how I just added that 7 at the end. Really makes you think. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was definitely him. I think he just like, maybe the voice actor wasn't really in the Trevor zone, or it was just a different type of file than the story things before. No, that was definitely him. That was definitely him. We got it! We got Trevor the voice actor back! Puzzle can't be solved. Won't fix. I tried solving this myself for over an hour and failed utterly. Is this bugged or am I missing something? You're missing something. Uh-oh. Asynchrony. Yeah, we also have, what, 2 more that we didn't solve back there? Spent a long time on. I tried thinking about the one with the 2 connectors side by side while falling asleep. I couldn't think of anything. So we're gonna have to spend some more time in there. Alright, we have a box going back and forth real eternally. You know, sometimes you gotta you give part of your brain gives the rest of your brain a sentence to finish, and the rest of your brain has to make do. Well, seems like what we want to do is check out what's over here. We have one connector. Do we have one source? We have both sources. But I don't think we can get both of those things at once. Both of the fans at once. That's alright. We shouldn't need both of the fans at once. We just need one. We can always leave. It seems to have turned off this one. Okay. So that's an idea. This box is... Oh, right, because we have a pause point. Oh, I wonder if a pause point will let us... What's this connected to? Up there. They took something that wasn't in the original game and put it in here. Oh. 2 blue, 1 red. Alright, sorry I keep bumping the mic stand. Now that it is a stand instead of a pair of Kleenex boxes, it goes down to the floor. So then we also have to connect here, or perhaps get that connector out somehow, but I don't think that's possible. Is there anything like down here? Oh, ladders! So we don't actually need this at all. Well, we need it to drop the box down. Alright, so then my thought is we have this going up here, and then we freeze it in the air like we just did, and the frozen one still has the blue connected to it, and then we put the red on this one. Just go in here and then, well, it doesn't have to be all at once. It can be all at once. Yeah, so alright, let's take this off. Oh, that's not working. But that's fine. The real one can be red. Maybe we can hit the red from everywhere. Yeah, I think it's just barely not making it. Yeah, it's breaking both beams at once at the extremities. Okay. So now both of them, now all of them are up there. So now we have to do it again. Pause it right up there at top. Am I not standing on the button? Okay. Now it shouldn't matter which one of these we do. Yep. Well. Oh, I see. It's the button that turns on the fan down there, and then the receptacle turns off the fan up here. Alright, so I do not need... I do need it to be frozen. Okay, this isn't gonna work. So I need to also have it off the button. The button turns off. Button turns on the fan, but wait, no. Yeah, I need to have it. Wait, no, the button turns on the fan. It is this that turns off the fans up there. Okay, no, that's fine. You can stay on the button forever. No, never mind. I need to reset this. That was fine before. Freeze you right at the top. Alright, yeah. Doesn't matter which one of these we do. Alright, so then we will have to come down here and... Alright. Next step, pick this up. Connect to red. Connect to red. Oh. That has a shield over it. wonder why that has a shield over it. Where does it connect to? It connects to... Oops. Don't want to drop that down. It connects to this door? Well, yeah, because it's a receptacle. But what does that shield connect to? Alright, now we hop back down and turn this back off. Oh. Uh-oh. That's not working. Well, that shield is off now. It seems that maybe this receptacle turned it on. Alright, well that was my thought. I can't freeze them both. Wait a minute. No. No, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got a dumb idea that seems way too simple. Especially considering all the elements of the puzzle. What if... Okay, we gotta start by doing this. We don't act... What if we don't act... Oh yeah, we will need that. Doesn't matter which one. Alright, wait, did it not connect? It. There we go. What? How'd I get it? Oh, it was never on in the first place. Alright. Now what if we connected to everything? Connect you here, there, and here, and there. Now you might think, what the heck are you doing, Chris? Well, here's what I'm doing. So I will also need to be standing on the button. So here's what I'm gonna do. Oh. I gotta turn this off first. And this will no longer be necessary. Alright, it's off. Now you think, what? You're crazy. Why would you do that? Now you can't get anything. Well, here's the thing. First, we need blue, which means we stand right here. Then we need red, which means we stand right here. Then we need blue, which means we stand right here. And now we should be done. Oh, we also need to... Oops. We also need to get ourselves back up. So first we gotta pause on the button. Alright, yeah, we do have to set it up so that we can get the real one off. But you see what I'm doing, right? You see what I'm doing? Alright. Alright, yeah, this, and then I think we can just do all this stuff. Alright, so we gotta do a whole bunch while on the button. Including... You, get off of here. Alright, are we done? Are we actually done? Do I need to go down and change anything? The past This will keep going on back and forth in the past no matter what. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go. Aha! Aha! Probably should have gone a few more rounds just in case I missed anything. But it looks like it was good. Yes!
Child program has completed puzzle
Shut up.
and collected token.
Hahaha, that was so cool. Alright, well there goes my original
there's
idea.
The football bug again. Oh, we still haven't ironed that out, huh?
Should I create a bug report?
Yes, please do. Don't use a pin, and just assign it directly to Igor.
Oh, a football, yes.
Hello, everyone. This is just a reminder. As you head home tonight, whether you're sleeping at the dam or going to town, if your journey should take you past Hall 108, please make sure you don't let any cats slip in. I know we all love them, and I know they keep us safe from mice, but we have a lot of dangling cables in there, not to mention equipment that literally cannot be replaced. Remember, the kitties will be fine when we're gone, but if this project fails, I will drag your soul down to hell myself. Good night, and may the Jeff be with you.
Great. More voices, yay! And this is a football, yes, 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 a football. I say, hailing from the United States, where footballs look like... what do American footballs look like? Ah, get out there! No. Okay, fine. I bet it is possible to get this football, definitely not a soccer ball, it's a football, out of the puzzle. Anyway. Yeah, there goes my original idea of the unused mechanic of standing in front of laser sources. Oh hey, it's another one. I wonder if you can get like an Easter egg if you get it in the right spot. Up the stairs, because that's totally realistic. Go, into the warp. Yeah, okay. Good enough. Should we yeet it off the cliff somewhere? Creative answers only. What do you think an American football is shaped like? In our literature, we say football shaped. Yeet. Oh, it's this puzzle. I'm playing football. Launch! I have a terrible kick. There it goes! Into the water. I think it's still bouncing in the water. It sank. Unrealistic! We need to scrap it and start again! Alright, here we go, back to this one. Lights out. That could be a clue. I mean, you think it suggests that we want to... if it is a clue, it does suggest that we want to block lasers. The difficulty is, how do we do that? So we've got to start like this. And here. Can this see the source from in here? It can. Sorry for kicking the stand again. So, if we want to get to the blue source, we have to block 2 red lasers. That's a tall order. We can't see anything. We can see that one. We can't see anything else. So, the possibility is, the plausibility, I had this idea before. What if that one is connected to both the red and blue source? And then we switch it. Now, I thought that was impossible. However, if we connected to blue source now, it doesn't reach. And then what if we take this one? It's still not quite right. So now we connect to blue source and to you. Yeah, now we're blocking the outside one, which is a problem. So the issue is the outside one is blocking this one from blue, and that's fine. But then we want to lay down this one and block this laser from red. Unfortunately, it blocks that one from blocking this one. So, the real question is there another way to see, what I want to do is I want to now that I'm over here, and we had this idea before, and we were able to go like around so that this one would be attached here without being attached to red. However, the problem is that no longer blocks this one from blue laser. Wait. Wait just a minute. Wait just a minute. What if we connect this one to red right now and put it over here? It blocks blue. Or it would block blue if we were attached to blue. That's it. That's it. That's absolutely it. Okay. Okay. Does this work? Does this help? We need... Oops. We do attach here. We actually do need this one out. Right, because we need to... I think this is fine. I don't think we need this one blocking anymore. So now we need... like this. That'll keep that open. Now we can take this one away. And now it's fine. Now we have everything we need. I got it, guys. I got it. I figured it out. Attach you to blue. Put you over here. Oh. Now... No, I need to attach to red. Attach you to red. Put you over here. Now... attach you to both red and blue. Yeah, this is the beauty of coming back to a puzzle later. It's blocking the blue laser from this one, so it's only reaching red here. Now, we turn that off. Now we shouldn't have anything. However, we can go over behind this window, attached to the blue source, but of course, that will not give us blue. But it will make that connector blue, which means we can attach to there. And get a blue. And also we have to open the door. Yes! 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 Ha ha!
Child program has completed puzzle
Finally.
and collected token.
It's been so long. I did it.
Input required. When the story arc of old humanity is complete, what will happen to you, user Alexandra Drennan?
I'll die.
When you die, will you be able to load a save game, or will you respawn automatically after some time?
Well, Sun believes that we respawn, but I don't. Unfortunately, the Talos Principle applies to everything. Material reality is inescapable, and we have to face that. I could be wrong, and you know, I'd love to be. Nothing would be more wonderful to me than finding out that heaven does exist, and I can meet all the people I admire and all the people I miss. But meaning has to be found in what we have, in what we know. We have to find a way of looking at this life, at this world, and saying, this is good.
Calibrating.
For sure, for sure. You know, one thing that this game has very much treated its philosophy from the the individualist perspective. You know, a person as an individual, ego, consciousness, memories, all kind of wrapped up as one thing. When that's not necessarily the case. You know, they're all different things: subconscious, unconscious. You know, there's a lot of parts to making a human, and they aren't all necessarily wrapped together. You know, the universe doesn't have any principles that says we can't separate these things, or that they don't separate in some way, is during life or maybe even after life. You know, and it's long things like do your activities and your works count as part of you? Does your sphere of influence that you make a little bit of order out of chaos, and that order continues on, does that count as you? You know, does it have to be your consciousness? Well, what if all your memories are destroyed, but your stream of consciousness continues? Does that still count as you? You know, these are a lot of questions that haven't been brought up in the series, and would be a fertile ground for a new game. Alright, so let's assume we have to do something similar to before. We connect to both of these. Obviously we can't do anything now, so we want blue. So let's cut off the red. And then let's do it again from in here. We really have to be like... we have to cut off the red, which means we have to be... like, is this far enough? Yeah. So now we can still take this. Alright. We got both our connectors. The problem is... these need to be blue for the laser to get in here. So we actually do have to change it to red. Which means we have to find a way to get red through here. Can we... wait a minute. Maybe we can have this connected to red over here. We can't see that if it's on the button. Maybe it doesn't have to be on the button anymore. So maybe we don't actually need all the connectors in here? We do. We do need all the connectors in here. Because we have to put one on there. All right, now can we cut off red? No, can we cut off blue? Oh, this might actually be easy. No, it's not gonna be easy. Right, because we can't see that one from this one. Even if we put it way in the corner, it doesn't reach. So that suggests we do need another connector outside there. Or we have to move it from the button. We could move it off the button, right? Because we don't need it to be on the button right now. If we can move it off the button so it can connect here. We have to get ourselves back in though. And we can't do that by stepping on the button and jumping through. It needs to be a connector on the button. So what is the logic I'm thinking of so far? The connector has to be on the button for us to get through here. We have to connect this connector to something red. And is it possible to connect to this thing? Right, it's hitting blue right now, but that's because this is bothered it. Now if we connect this to red right here, then it should, oh, but it's also, this one is also connected, so it's hitting it from the other side. So this one is hitting our respective red laser from both sides. So we need to block both of those, which is impossible. Okay, so far there has been no reason to connect this one to red. Maybe that's the key. Maybe there's no reason to connect that one to red. What if we just connect it to blue? Issue. Now it's reset. Yeah, bother getting those back. Alright, we collect our connectors. Collect. Maybe the mistake was assuming that we had to do both at once. Let's just connect to blue. Then we can at least do what I was trying to do before. So, place you in here. Flick up you. Place you in here. These doors can be closed, we don't care about that. So now, let's attach to red and here. It's still not gonna work, but we're a step closer. Now it's blocking. Now we only need to block this blue. Now we can open this. However, we need a connector over here. Alright, so now maybe we can bring back the idea that we need a connector to be attached to two things. Now, do we need... Now one of these connectors could actually be out here. Outside the window. You know what? That's probably it, isn't it? So instead of putting you and connecting you to both things, what if we connect this one to both things? Right there, yeah? And now you... Wait. Probably brought that other one. You need to be blue. Which means we need to... For now, we need to bring the other one into this. There we go. We're blocking the red. So now we gotta bring this one in. We gotta use this one. This is not set up quite right. So we want to attach you just to this one. Alright, so then this has to be blocking red. This one is attached to blue. But actually, I want it to be attached to blue, but also be over there. Alright, attach you to blue. And be over here. Now, will I be blocking anything? No. I do want to block this one though. Just like that. That's fine. Okay. Right. Now if I take this off and only attach it here, yeah. Yeah, so that one's blocking this one from red. So we can get through without attaching this one over there. And now we want this one to block blue. Which means it have to be way over here. Drat. Well, here's another idea. Here's another idea. What if... What if we do it the other way around? Again. What if we do it the other way around again? What if we have that one attached to both, and then this one blocks this one, this one blocks that one? Okay, I've almost got it. I've almost got it. Just think through it. Don't let it slip through. Don't let it slip through. We've got... I think it's slipping through. I had an idea. I was like, what if... Okay, so since this one is connected to both red and blue, and we're blocking it, but we can only block the blue if we're over... if this connector is over here, which makes it suck. So my thought is, now what if again, what if we do this one to attach to both? I think we might have tried that already though. But what if we attach this one to both? And then this one becomes red or blue. So this one is attached only to red. It doesn't make sense. My thought is, what if... Yeah, what if this one is attached only to red, but this one's attached to blue, and the blue comes through, and... Right, because they're on wrong sides. What if we attach this one to red, this one to blue, but then like switch them or something? That one's blue. One's red. Then we gotta block this one from being red. And then block that one from being blue. Okay, I need to get that one in position first. So we block this one from being red by having that one in position. Block that one from being blue. That's the whole problem, right? To block this one from being blue, it needs to be over here. My brain hurts. I think I'm gonna come back to this one again. Sorry, are there other puzzles in this zone? Are there any left? Yeah, looks like we got a couple more. I'm sure I'm close. I'm sure I'm right on the brink of it. But, you know, brain starts up, brain, you know, it's like, I don't know, like the brain is heating up. Like a machine that has been consuming too much power. I need to cool down, refresh the circuits. Let's start a new one. Stable Citadel. And they really went all out with the tough puzzles in this one. There's a blue source here. Is there a red source on the other side? No. Detachable fan. That closes the door. What have we got? This does nothing. Oh, it probably works with something else to open this door. A ladder? Is it a two-way ladder? Or are we stuck now? Alright, there we go. Okay, I see nothing to do in here. Probably put this over here where we can see it from outside. Attach and then put something on the button so that we can get in. Probably a good starting spot. Starting strat. There's a fan up there. An empty fan spot is on, which means we have somewhere to go. We can take this fan off. Alright, that's the end of the road. Now if we had one more fan, I can't pick it up. Not from up here. Well, do we have another fan? I think not. I think we have to find another fan somewhere. The fan in here? No? Fan's in here. That might be the end of the level. Like it might just go up there and then... Well, no, there's a connector up there. Okay, can we do anything else? It's too high in both instances to pick up the fan from above. Ooh, that's an idea. I'm gonna pause and write that down. Fan low enough to grab from the ledge it lifts you to. Alright, can we run and jump anywhere? Platforming puzzle? That's something I won't put in my puzzles, platforming challenges. Unless, no. If you have one of these things, right? Like if it allows you to, because I'm pretty sure, I played around in the level editor, I think you can put a jump point, right? Like one of these. It's not really a puzzle though. But yeah, that could be incorporated. Yeah. Let me. Whoa! I can jump to the wall. If I can stand on the wall, Now they may have made it the type of wall you can't stand on. Yeah, I don't think I can stand on there. I'm gonna try a couple more times just to be just to be case. Yeah, that is not letting me stand there. So they don't want you cheesing it that way. No surprise, there's a real solution somewhere. Okay, I got it. I got it. Your goal was to get up here and grab this fan. So now you have 2 fans. And you can do this. Another connector. Another door. Maybe that opens when you... All this does is close that, which is weird. Okay, we got 2 fans. What can we do with 2 fans? We can reach the red source. That's not a fan thing, but of course, it's something we can do. We can reach the blue source, but only from here. Is there any receptacle we can reach from here? I think not. This blue source, if we stand up on top of the roof, then we can see the blue source from up there, but otherwise, nah. Also, it doesn't look standable. I mean, I can attach here. I can attach here. But there is no thing. No way to see the source. I can see the source here. But I cannot see... That's not quite in the corner. Maybe I can move it to see it. Nope. Oh, there's a gate. Ah. They thought of everything. I have not thought of everything because I have not figured out what to do with this connector. There's only one blue source, right? And bring the connector up a couple floors. Nothing else up here? How do we open this? Take off the button? No. It's connected to the red thing, I guess. No, it's connected to here? Ah, it is connected to here. Okay. So we need something to be on here. I mean, it looks like maybe we could drop it if we can open that. Let's see, can we reach... No, we can't reach any receptacle from here. Yeah. Because if we're standing up here, we could drop an item onto the button. That's another thing to add to my list of ideas. Alright. I'm thinking like pretty soon I might start live streaming and making levels. I'm just, as of recording this, which is like 3 or 4 days before the video comes out, I am finishing up my last things to do for my teaching semester. So I will have a lot of free time starting in the summer. You know, I'll be back to freelance tutoring on online sites for a couple of months. And during that time, I will be cooling down. I will be doing all kinds of hobby stuff. So, what else is there to do? What if we put these back? Can we do anything new from that? You can see the red source from up here. Alright, the red source. What does red source let us do? Nothing by itself, it seems. Well, can we do anything else with the red source? Are there any other red receptacles? I would really like to get this connector out. If we had one more... Like, we don't actually need this to be connected there, because we can hit it from here. If we had... I guess we needed 2 more connectors. We needed one to go down there, and one to connect up here. Yeah, because we can't see this one from over there. So 2 more connectors, then we can get this one out. One piece at a time. Let's see, where are the next items? We've got our 2 fans. There's a connector there. There's a connector here. There's a connector up here. And what else is up there? There's a closed door, right? The blue receptacle. We've seen no boxes. Empty fan spot. Both receptacles. Alright. Just need lots of connectors. Lots of connectors and lots of fans. Where else can we put the fans? How can we even do this? Well, here, right. We can attach. I assume that hitting both of these receptacles opens that door. Right, so then we take an item up here and drop it onto the button. So that requires 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items minimum. Now the question is, can we see how many connectors does it take to get the blue over to here? So if it only took 1, that would be 5 items to get up to there, or to open this. So we can see that over here. Okay, yeah. So it takes 2 connectors to see that blue. So that's a minimum of 6 items to get this connector out. Okay. 2 fans plus 4 connectors. 1, 2, 3. Well, no, it could be 3 fans plus 4 connectors. No, 3 fans plus 3 connectors. 3 connectors for here and then 3 fans. So as far as I know, that is every item in the game except for this last connector. So that would suggest we have to do this part last. What do we have? Was our first connector right here? Might have been. Alright, so if we do this last, what do we do before that? Now we have two connectors, or two fans and a connector. What else can we do? We can almost get this one. Alright, so we can put a fan on here. Fan goes there. Then if we had two connectors, well, no, we need 3 connectors. One, 2, 3. I don't think that's possible. So maybe this one is I've got something wrong about it. We could open this door with 2 connectors. However, you know, when we're up here, we can't see. The only way to see this from outside is like right here, which would mean we would need 3 connectors just to get in there. So something's not right about my reasoning. Can we see any other entrances from here? I don't know, maybe. What's that? I don't think that's a puzzle. I think it's the audio log. And then up there we just need 3 fans. And here we need 2 connectors. So it seems that this one is probably the one we gotta get to? Unless there's another connector somewhere I am not seeing. Illusory wall? We have 1 connector. What can we do with 1 connector? Can't see any receptacle. None at all. If we try to bring it up here, not gonna work. We can't see it through the wall, obviously. We can hit red. Do what with red? There's 2 red receptacles. One of them is up here. Oops. Also, this button needs to be held down. I mean, we could hit that connector with red. Not that that would do anything. Yay! Well, if we could get a blue connector up there, then we could open this door with it. Get the fan out. That would get us another connector. So that's an idea. So if we can get a second connector... Oh, holy moly. The problem is this blue source is locked. It's locked away. Hidden. We can't get anything with just one connector. I suggest we want to use red with our first connector. But red doesn't help us. We can connect here and nowhere else. I don't suppose jumping to this pillar would allow us to be low enough to grab the fan. It'd be kind of cheap. Sure this does nothing? Huh. Another way to get to that one. I think it's time for playing around mode. Just have fun and see what you can do. Yay! Of course, hitting this receptacle with this one doesn't really do anything. We need to hit it from outside. There's nothing else in here. Alright, this one is using a different part of my brain than the laser logic one, so I can keep going on this one. We bring another fan up there. Yay! So much advance. This is exactly what we want to do. I don't suppose I can jump onto... Suppose I could jump onto here. Yeah, they don't want you standing on top of any of these walls. Okay, identify where the items are. Fan. Connector. 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 There's 4 connectors total and 3 fans total. To get this fan out, we need 2 connectors. 1, 2. This one is already here. We can use it, but only if we can get... Yeah, kind of useless. Yeah, this connector's pretty useless, except, you know, unless we can get it out. Because if this connector opens its own door, then it can't hit anywhere. Like, we can't extract it. But if this connector... You know, it could hit all the way over here. So, I guess, technically... Right, this could actually... we could use this as part of that one's puzzle, even if it's still stuck back here. So, let's say we have 2 connectors. one of them... Oh no, we need 1, 2. I mean, well, then what would be the point of this one anyway? Because here's the problem. Here's the problem. There's no gaps up here to get the blue source through. If there was, we'd shine the blue source up here, then shine it into here, and then use this one to redirect it over there, and use 3 connectors, but not that one, to get over here and get that connector. Because I imagine we just need 4 connectors up there. Four connectors up here, and that will get us to open the door. Yeah, and even if we're like shine right through this tree, we can't... Yeah, we can't get up over the fence. We have to go this way. And there's nothing to hit over here. That's probably where the Detromino is. Because if we have to use 2 connectors just to get the blue source to this one, then why not just use the 2 connectors to get the blue straight there? And then this one's useless. So we need 3 connectors to unlock this one. We need 3 connectors to unlock this one. And then we need 2 connectors to unlock this one. That is the logic going on in my brain right now. Alright, and we haven't locked ourselves out of anything. We haven't undone anything. So clearly, one of these 2 is wrong. One of these 2, I only need 1 connector. And it can't be this one, because we need to light up both of these. So, this one must be possible with only 1 connector. If it were red, it would make sense. We could hook it up like this. In fact, that's how we can... That's how we can do this one. We hook it up like... We can use this connector to free itself. By having it like that, and then this one's connected to the source. We can get this one out with 2 connectors. That is the new... We figured out how to get this one out with 2 connectors. This one's also connected there. It opens the door. There's a fan on here. It opens the door. Now this one sustains it so we can run in and grab that and pull it out. Alright, we figured out how to use this connector to free itself. Problem is, we still need our second connector. It's not going to be this one. What can we possibly do with 1 connector? This would just break open this whole puzzle over here, right? We need to use all the elements to open this puzzle, so I should stop worrying about that one. Stop thinking about that one. There isn't like a second blue source up there, is there? I'll kind of break all the blue source puzzles. If I go here and then like... What is that whole shelf there for? Well, maybe we can attach blue up to there and then shine it over there. And then red would be on that side, it's easy. I feel like it feels like I am not seeing one of the necessary items. There's just an item somewhere hanging out that I haven't found. Let's think about that up at the top. Is the first one blue? Yeah, it's blue on this side. Okay, well that shoots my idea. Well, we could have a connector there, connecting to it. That's 1, and then 2 down here. That gets the blue. And how do we get the red? We connect here to that spot, and then connect over to here. That's 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 4 connectors. Once we get 4 connectors and 3 fans, we win. That's all the items. So 1 connector and 2 fans. We gotta be able to do something with 1 connector and 2 fans. And we can't shine it through here, which means we can't connect the blue source directly to this thing. And of course, even if we could, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't help us, because then we could walk through this door, but we couldn't pluck it up and take it out. And literally all I can see with 1 connector. The only thing I can do is this. We can make some pointless lasers. We can attach it to that behind the barrier. We can attach it to here. We can attach it to the blue source. We can attach it to here or there. And to here. Thus is the problem. It's blue. Oh, wouldn't it be so ironic? Ironic is the wrong word, but wouldn't it be so something if it turns out like this was actually supposed to be red? Or, you know. Because then we could open it. So the gimmick of this level must be something about getting the blue laser somewhere, maybe. I mean, we can get it to that connector. That connector's not aimed anywhere. Yay, I won. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I might have figured something out. I might have figured something out. Put this on here. Then, I haven't figured it out. And put this on here. But I did find something out. I made headway. Not progress, but headway. No, actually progress. Yes! 3rd fan is mine. Actual progress. And now, we go for the fans. This is for the fans. I made the step. You don't have to get the connectors out to use them. Alright, now I need to pluck up this connector. I need you. Yeet me up. Now what's this all for? This might actually be for something. Who knows? But I do think I have enough. Alright, that's everything down. Alright, now that I have 2 connectors, I can do this strat. Hard part accomplished. Oh, where's my other connector? I did bring it down, didn't I? Yeah. Bumblebee in a bush. I do see the problem. A couple problems, actually. Forgot my own strat. Let's go. Yeah! Should be easy from now on. Put this like right there. Oh, I see the problem. Alright. Alright. Okay, that it would be, okay, I see. I figured it out. I need you. And I'm gonna need you. Come on, pick up. Alright, and I'm gonna need you. Actually, I need 2 of these. Put you there. Now you keep your connections. And go here. Yeah. But I might have to move the first red connector. I'm gonna take you off. I might need some fans. I need 3 fans. Need all the fans. I need every single one of you fans. I couldn't do it without you. Nice big order of operations puzzle with one twist near the beginning. Well, the rest of these are kind of twists too. But the one near the beginning was the last one we figured out. Yeah! That's all the pieces! I just thought of an issue. I'm gonna need something to be on here. Maybe that's fine. No, 1 connector out of 4. Yeah, we good. This one needs to be here. One goes there. It's not necessary. Where? So I've got 2 more somewhere. One of them is right here. Ah, and the last one's up top. Alright, we good. There's that. And one more. Wahaha! I did it!
Child program has completed puzzle and collected
I
token.
did it. That was a long one. Not gonna let me back here?
Hey, boss. Just so you know, I'm going home.
Okay, drive safe.
I'm gonna be slightly late tomorrow because there's a funeral I have to attend. Not sure why we still have funerals, to be honest. At some point, it's just gonna be piles of corpses everywhere. But I can't say no to this one.
Do you want to take the day off?
No, there's too much to do. I'll just be a little late.
Okay. Take as much time as you need.
Will do.
And Aurora,
Yeah,
who is it?
my brother.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, the little jerk always had to be the first at everything. Guess he wins again.
Are you sure you don't want more time off?
I'm sure. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, we saw some of that in the tower. And of course, we're seeing it now. Yeah. Not a lot of new philosophy. I should say, not a lot of new analytic philosophy in this one. But there is, like, reminders of mortality and dealing with death. And, you know, it's where philosophy and human themes, the line between them gets blurry. Is this the one I haven't done? Yeah. You know, it's kind of like the idea of environmental storytelling, which has been on my mind a lot since I've been playing Dark Souls. Where in Dark Souls, you're told all kinds of things about the items. This belonged to this person who did this and was given to this person. And you know, I'm still not sure whether it's meant to be like you read it in a manual lore, or if it's meant to be the narrative that the society that you're in is telling you about these items. And I like to lean toward the narrative the society you're in is telling you about the items, because that would be really, really good storytelling, where there's one narrative that's the item descriptions, and then there's another narrative that you have to piece together how it fits together, which is the environments you find yourself in. Like I don't want to spoil anything about Dark Souls, but I have noticed some things about Dark Souls that are not mentioned in the item descriptions, and that's really cool. Alright, this is a blue door. Why did I bring that up? Oh yeah, because it's like that's also storytelling. You know, it's not using words, it's using the environment, just like the design of things. And so, like, as a storyteller, a writer myself, for me, one of the most important things about writing is can't bring anything in here, is the themes, right? Is finding something for the characters to act out, some kind of struggle or question that reaches deep to the core of humanity that they're wrestling with the whole story, right? So it's not just the spaceships. The good guys and bad guys have spaceships and they're shooting at each other and the good guys have to win, which, you know, can be fun if all you're looking for is escapism. But if you're, you know, that's, you know, I like to have good escapism and also powerful, strong themes for the characters to overcome. And is that theming stuff in a story, does that count as philosophy? Because it's narrative, it's in a story, it's the characters wrestling with things, but it's not real, you know, but it's still communicating ideas to people at an emotional level rather than at a logical level. And part of me says, yeah, that does count as philosophy. And so it's not always the logic like this is what reality is, and this is what consciousness is, and you present a logical theory. But at the same time, you know, what I would also consider to be philosophy is that... Wait, can I see the blue source from there? I might be able to. You know, anytime you're engaging with ideas at any level of your mind, I would consider to be philosophy. But I can't get out of here. Oh, yes I can. Yay. New connector, but that doesn't mean we want to bring it out. We may want to connect it just like this. What if it's on here? What if that's connected to red, and we connect this one to that one, and to here? Oh, but it has to be blue to open the door. Boink. What if we try to put this on there? Oh, double fan. I see. That's the problem. Okay. Can we block this one from being blue somehow? No. Just want to go in here. Can we have this one be red but also block that one from being blue? I don't think so. There's also a red thing over here. We need to get one of these out. Well, getting one out is easy. Blah, blah, blah. Stop it. Got it out. Yay. But I need to get it all the way out. So, I mean, here's an idea. Can I... Oh yeah, I can... No. It's gotta be from over here. What if we connect this to red, and we don't connect it to the red source, we just connect it to red, and then we go in here. Is that window a red herring? But now... Oh, that's not gonna work. What if we connect it like this? Eh. No, it's gotta be blue. Okay. Backtrack. So what if we just put the box over? Is this music from the second game? I think I asked that before. I'm trying to move while in midair. It's not working. Okay. Like, now... So it doesn't put me right back to the fan. It just puts me back right here. There's no ladders. I'm trying to get in to look. No ladders on... There is a ladder on this side. Okay. So, hypothetically, if we could get in here, then we could... Well, I'm thinking... stop it. Does this... it's hard to tell. I'm thinking we might need the door to be open to use this fan. So what's my thought? What's my goal? I need... to get the box over here so I can put it on that button so I can get this connector out. I need a connector out here so I can open this and get the box. I need 2 connectors for that. I need both connectors out here so I can open this and get the box. No? Because I can connect it, like, into the window. Into that window. So if I get this connector out, then I can open this and get the box. Where's my goal? Where is the end? It's right here. Yeah? It's just a gate. This part counts as part of the puzzle. I wonder if that's just decoration or if it's part of the solution too. I guess if we have 2 boxes, maybe we can jump over a wall or something? I'm gonna... What if we bring our boxes out here? Can we stand on anything? Oh, there's a fan here. So, it may be that all we have to do is get one item out here. Then we connect to here, and then we, boom, up and over. Okay. So then getting something in here to press the button would probably be the last priority. So if we have 2 boxes... Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I forgot. I can just pull this out. Now the trouble is... I do think that this needs to be blue for me to get out. Stop it. That's okay. We can connect it to blue and red, I think. Maybe not. No. Is there a way to block? Well, it'd have to be with an item. Oh, what's this? Oh! Perfect! Okay, well, let's get ourselves out and put this right in the way. Okay, now we need blue red, red, and this one, and this. Is that working? It's not enough. It's not working. Oh wait, now here we go. We need the blue blocked. We need the blue to stay blocked. Okay, well maybe the solution has to do with... Like maybe we have to hit red. There's gotta be a reason for that, right? Oh man. I think my brain is starting to get tired again. So why would we want to switch red and blue? Vertically. If there's a box blocking something. So, what if this is too far away from the window to see the top one? We'd still need it to see over there, though. It's like I want to block the top one. Now I want to connect to the top one, but not be able to see it. No, that's not gonna work. There's no way to prevent access to the top one. Okay, here's my thought. If I'm attached to both, but I can't see the top one. Well, no, maybe I don't want to see the bottom one. So, if I don't want to see the bottom one, then instead of having that one attached to the thing, have this one attached to it. There we go. So now I should be able to switch it, or add the bottom one. I can't see it. Right, so now I can get out. And now I can pull it, well, no, I have to get in a better spot. That should be good. Now we unswitch it. Now it's red. Yeah! Box is mine. That's cool. Now what do I do with two boxes? Yeah. Okay. Now I have to get something into here. Now we can open this from here. Super convenient. And where's my other one? Nope. That was the thing. Okay. So it's another box. Maybe if I have two boxes on top of each other, then one of them will get knocked over. Nope, they both just fall down. Yeah. Thus is a problem. Oh, here we go. No. No. If I block any of these, it closes that door, leaves me outside. And I'm like, what if I block this? So now the fan's no longer on. No. Another possibility. What if this is blocked? So I actually block this. Now I put this on here. And I pick this up. Oh, that's immediate. That is immediate. I pick it up and then I back up so that this... No, not this one. It'd have to be this one. Okay. This really is... Bam. It's on. Alright, there's no time between that. So we really can't just like run over and place a box here to turn this off. Which means they have another solution in mind. 2 boxes. What can I do with 2 boxes? So this one can't be delayed. This also has to be on this side of the place. I'm pretty sure this is the only location this can be. Brain's tired again. It could be... So what if we connect... Whoa. What if we use the thing again? Also connected there. So now it's aimed up. Okay. So here. Box goes here. Alright, now we can get in the door. Alright. Now, we undo it. Turns that one off. I think I got it. I don't know how to jump on. Undo this. Dang it. Crunch. The door needs to be open, but the fan needs to be off? That would be why it's such a low pointing fan. Oh! Okay. What if, so if we do that, then it flips it so the blue is up higher, right? So that doesn't help at all. We can't block the one that's higher. So my thought was like, what if we can like, what if we attach this to there as well, so it turns on the fan? How fast does that go? Just out of curiosity. Not fast enough. So my thought was if they're both immediate, then we can start going on here, and then it would switch while we're in the air, and so then it would block this one. Problem is, that would only work, if it were fast enough, that would only work if these were flipped the other way around. I gotta say, I'm honestly getting kind of tired, so I might want to finish this one up another day. I'll think a few more minutes. So this door has to be open, but that fan has to be off. And there's only one item in here, because if we had 2 items in here, it would win the game, basically. Because we just, I'm pretty sure all we need is a connector on here, and then this fan just shoops us into here. We cannot block this from the fan. So if this is blocked, keep that on. Now we'll attach this to everything. Assume the unique element is part of the solution. We've attached this to everything. Now, if we place this down here, and if we detach this, we put it here, and then we reattach it, what happens? Alright, so another issue, this one takes longer to do than this one. So if this one was immediate and this one took a little time, then that would have worked. There's also a good news is that while this is up against the wall, it is still hit by the fan. So is there a way that we can like pick this up quickly? Oh wait, no. There we go. We attach to everything. That was a miss. A weird miss. Must be hitting the ceiling or something. It's got to be right next to the window. Ah, that's my idea. I gotta pluck up this connector right when that door opens. Right when this door opens. Did I do it? No! Well, I wonder if that might actually work, like if this is closer. No, it's just barely skimming the top. So if it flips... Alright, you know what? I'm gonna come back to this puzzle another day. Sorry to not finish at the end of a puzzle, but my brain is tired in multiple ways. And, yeah. So, that's gonna be it for this episode. I'll solve this puzzle and hopefully the star next time. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you then.